What is mindset? Our mindset is based on what we believe, and anything we believe in, we put into motion. I have spent my life putting the mindset of perseverance into motion, and now I am here today to share my journey along with others whose mindsets have changed the course of their lives. Hi, I'm Mindset Coach Lorraine Lindsey, and I believe that if you can change your mind, you have the power to change your life. So are you ready? What's up, y'all? This is Coach Lorraine Lindsey hosting another episode of The Mindsetters, where we believe that if you can change your mind, you have the power to change your life. And I'm here yet again with a very, very special guest who is going to talk about her personal journey and how it catapulted her entrepreneur life with skincare, with her own story of how she overcame. Before I introduce this next guest, please don't forget that we are also on YouTube. So if you like our content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Send us your comments, give us a thumbs up, and let us know that you like us. So without further ado, again, welcome to the Mindsetters. And today I have a very special guest. Her name is Miss Maria Baez, and a little bit about Maria Baez. Maria Gabriela Baez created Maria Beauty, natural and organic beauty products for women that will keep you feeling smooth, refreshed, and beautiful. Maria was born in Queens, New York, but shortly moved to Overtown in Miami, Florida. Overtown is well known to be one of the roughest and violent neighborhoods. Maria's parents always wanted the best for her and her three brothers, so they worked very hard to be able to afford to get them into a nicer and safer area of Miami. Unfortunately, at a young age, Ms. Baez was beaten and left to die as a victim of gang violence. After such a traumatic experience, Maria sought out a number of ways to overcome the ordeal. Through the support of her family and close friends, she found a way to put her energy and strength into something that will later be used to help others overcome what she went through. By the age of 25, Maria Baez has found her professional niche and was traveling throughout Europe. At this point, she decided to give back to the world, and she began her own organic beauty product line. Maria Beauty was originally developed to help heal the wounds of accident and burn victims and contains only certified organic ingredients. Maria Beauty is a line of beauty products that were created to make a difference in women's lives. Founded by model and actress Maria Gabriela Baez, Maria Beauty stands for triumph over adversity, health and wellness, and living life to the fullest.
Yes.
Maria,
Woo, how are
thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I am so excited to speak with you because one of the biggest things for me is I love talking to women who empower the women who have their own story and their own journey. I know that one of the things that you had said to me is I hate the word victim.
Of course.
I went through this thing. This was something that affected my life, but you found a way to be, as you said, triumph through and
adversity.
Over adversity.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about your product line, your beauty line, and a little bit about your store, if you don't mind.
Yes, I was a victim of gang violence, which I don't consider myself one. I have peace in my heart because I created this product, and it just makes me, happy that I will be able to. I want to help women all over the world receiving a helping hand. So, basically,
Initially, you were inspired to do this because you said, for your own self, that after you had been went through this process, this horrific thing,
yes,
you had scars and burns, and you started coming up with products.
Yeah, so I started doing it myself.
Okay.
I started, putting in all these ingredients together, and throughout the time I kind of realized, I'm like, oh my God, my scars are really going away. It's things that you do not want to remember, and that's what I want to be able to help the women. So I started to go over it, I started to check it out, and then I realized that it would even minimize my burns. So I was like, wow, this is incredible. I told myself I'm going to be able to give this to the girls. I'm going to be able to help them so they will forget the it's traumatic. Like
Right.
whenever you see a scar, you don't want to be reminded of that tragedy,
Right.
So that really, really helped me. It really it made me feel great that I'll be able to do this for them. You know, it's organic, it's 100% organic with natural ingredients. And that's, you know, with all the ingredients that I put into it, I wanted to make it smell like, you know, therapeutic still. I didn't just want it to be just a lotion. It's not just a moisturizer, it actually heals scars
Hills.
and burns.
So let me ask you a question, because for some people who have been through something so violent, to be a victim of violence, but, or for you, a survivor,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it could take you down this pathway where you could be, you know, overwhelmed by it and stuck in it. But you said that you obviously, it sounds like you had a great support system and you found ways to overcome those ordeals. How did you overcome, and how did it lead you to creating the beauty line?
Well, I overcame it because I did have the support of my family and friends. They were there for me, and I really truly appreciate each and every one of them. How I got there, went on my own. I went to talk to these chemists, and they were just looking at me. I'm so young, and they're like, "What are you doing here?" And I went to this place called Pure Source in Doral in Florida, and I just was like, I'm trying to create this product. I have these ingredients, and I it helps me. How do I get to where I have to go in order to create this to help others, right? So they actually sat down with me, and I'm this young girl, and then they sat down with me, and they was just so surprised. And I actually had it. I wanted to do it by women for women, but most of the chemists they were like men and women. So, but it would have been nice, right?
Yeah.
So then I started doing that. Then I had to get the bottles. I went to American Container. Then I ended up doing the printing for it. So it was a journey for me. I was doing this on my own. Till this day, you know, after they fill up the bottles, I started posting it out there. I talk to I started in salons. So I went knocking on doors on my like by myself, and I just started like, you know, explaining like what this product is about. So a lot of them was like, "Oh my God, I would love that to have it there." But after salons that I was having it all over Miami, I just started saying, you know what? Why not the chiropractor places, right? People have accidents
Right.
and then they will be able to do it. I started getting chiropractor places. Then later on, I started going to med spas. And then now I'm in clinics and all over. And I'm like, oh my God.
But it's crazy to, not to interrupt you, but it's like
Yeah.
this inspiration burst from something that was adversity. I always
Yes.
tell people that with every opposition in your life, you have an opportunity, that
Yeah.
you don't have to be a victim by something. You can say, you know
No.
what? No, this happened to me, but now I'm going to make it happen for me. And that drive that you had wasn't even for yourself, even.
It
It was
was
like, I want to go out
for
there and help other
yes.
people. So what, like, talk about that a little bit, because that's in and of itself, it's so therapeutic. Because I think
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that are out there
Well, us
who are
as
victims of some kind of violence.
hmm
And to be able to be a contributor, to say, I'm going to come up with something that's going to help people heal their scar. Like, talk to us about why that was so important for you.
it was so important for me because of the fact that if I'm if I'll be able to okay, just to do it because I'm here. Okay. When a woman that came up to me and she had a second-degree burn, okay? When this woman came to me and she was like, I heard about your product. I'm so inspired. I would love to try your product, okay? Most of the women that I speak to, they are gang victims. You know, I talk to them one on one because I have passion in my heart and I will be able to help them out in some way, somehow. So when she came up to me, she told me that she was the one that actually used my product before I even launched it
Wow.
to show people because reporters were there and when I launched my product, and I wanted for people to really know that my product does work. And she came up, they interview her, they interview me, and just looking through her eyes, I see these pictures that overwhelm me. And it's like these other girls that they have things on their hands, on their skin, and they come back and they show me pictures of their hands and their skin that it come out. That makes me feel very happy.
Hmm.
And that was one of the main things that I wanted to help.
Right. And so
Yeah.
I mean, gosh, you know, it's so inspiring, right?
Yeah.
It's those little things, because I know, because I, you know, when you're wanting to start a business, like me starting my coaching,
Yes.
my coaching and my workshops all came from my own personal story, my own, I grew up in a home of domestic violence. I was a victim of violence myself. And so wanting to be able to share and hoping that with me sharing, not only would it help me to heal, but it would give back to other people. But when you get that feedback from someone,
Yeah.
because there are times when, I'm tired and I feel like I don't feel like doing this. I just want to give up.
Yeah.
But then you get those people that are
No.
like, you really have helped me.
Yes.
That's got to be
And they
really,
thank me all the
yeah.
time, and they're just so happy. A portion of my proceeds for Maria Beauty goes to gang related violence as well.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm there. I'm
I
trying.
mean,
I'm
you're
doing
putting
it
yourself
on
out
my
there.
own.
You're making yourself
Yes.
vulnerable because in order for you, you're not, you're very beautiful, right?
Thank
so you could
you.
just say, I'm a pretty girl and I'm going to have this product line
And I
and no
could
one
just
needs to
sell
know this
it.
backstory.
Exactly.
So what makes you feel that you need to tie in this beauty product and what you're doing with your story? How important was that for you that there is this connection to that?
Well, I just wanted people to understand, like, the signature of Maria Beauty signature is hands are for holding, not hitting.
I love that.
Yeah, so I was like, I need something that, not because of my story, I need something to touch people that obviously when they read my bio or anything like that, then they will find out. But I want them to really truly know that it's just to help them, and that for them to not be reminded of situations.
I
That
love that. Hands
situation.
are for holding,
Not
not hitting.
hitting. Yes.
I think that's so beautiful.
I want
That's pretty
it's
good.
pretty deep.
Yeah, totally. So what else? 'Cause I know you have a signature line. Tell us
Yes.
about your signature line.
Um
I know you kind of touched on it a little
yes.
bit, but go into
Yeah.
more detail about that. Why this signature line? Because I know you said proceeds go for people. So how did
So
you
yeah,
decide to
related.
come up with the signature line?
Hands are
In
for
addition,
holding.
yeah,
Well, yeah. So usually when I actually I have to take a picture with the products and I send it out and everything. I always put hashtag hands are for holding. So it's every place that I have it in, all that stuff. Everybody knows that is like hashtag hands are for holding. But I just wanted to be able to. Oh, okay.
like help victims and make people feel.
Yes.
Yes, it's tough for you, huh?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
It's really hard to talk about it sometimes. I get really choked up.
that's okay. That's real, though, And obviously I want you to be comfortable, but I think that transparency and that honesty, it's a beautiful thing because when we can again, and I keep saying this, go
It's
ahead.
like all I could think about is just that drive, just to be able to just talk to these women and to help them out and just take their scars away. If I will be able to do that, that's great. I just want them to know that I want to do that for them.
Right.
I want all the women in the world to receive a helping hand.
I love that. It's so
Yes.
beautiful. And, and you had said a little bit earlier, you wanted to do that, like the women empowerment and supporting women. And that's another thing that I admire about women in business who support other women in business, right? Like you and I sitting here and having this conversation and
Yeah.
just being able to come together. Because a lot of times women are really hard on one another, right?
It
And they don't
is.
understand that we all have these backstories. We have these,
We have to support each and every one
right,
of us, and especially if we have small businesses or anything like that, is really to be able to make ourselves be like, inspirational for each and every one of us, to just pull each other up like women that we're supposed to be, lead by examples, just tell somebody, wow, you're doing great, like this is amazing,
right.
and that helps each and every one of us,
Absolutely.
to be able to grow and actually believe in ourselves. And I think that that's what I always thank everybody. Thank you for believing in my product. Because of that, it makes me stronger.
Right.
Believe it or not, I have had, because I knock on every door, I've had people come and close their door in my face. And I remember just like, oh my God, but you know what? I called a certain person. That person told me, you know what? You're taking this personal. This is business. But you're going to keep going out there and fighting for what you believe in.
I love that.
And that's exactly what I'm doing.
I love that. I think it's so cool. And I think it's very inspirational, right? Because it's like, again, it's not like, okay, I'm a beautiful woman and I have this skincare and
Okay.
everybody's going to just buy my
Wow, you
product.
have
It
great
doesn't work
skin,
like
right?
that.
And
Yeah.
it's
You're
like,
like, no,
no,
I have to have doors slammed in my face.
I
And
go
but I
through
have to
stuff.
check in with what is my why? What is the compelling reason why I'm doing this? And it's great to hear someone who you check in with that. You're like, okay,
Yes.
so like, how long is it from start to finish? How long is it really taken you to really get to where you are today with launching this?
Well, it's been I just made 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just been it's been very hard. It's not easy. Like I said, I have to, work really hard to get where I'm at. But just
What keeps you going?
yeah,
Like what keeps you going? I mean, there's the obvious reason,
yeah.
but then what's the big thing that you're like, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm not stopping.
I'm
And where
not
do you want it to
stopping
go
right
ultimately?
now. Well, this year, right now, I was so proud of myself because from 80 nominees, I was one of the finalists for Miami Beach Chamber of Commerce,
Oh,
which is
very cool.
very good.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm so happy that I did that. And then I'm just right now, including this year, now I'm in the DoubleTree. I'm now in the Hyde Hotel and, residence. So I'm growing that I thought 5 years ago I wasn't gonna be there. And now I'm this person. I was literally the youngest entrepreneur there. And it made me feel great about myself. But yes, I just want to continue reaching out to these people and these women out there they think that they're alone and they're not. We're here to be able to help them out.
So do you do like on top of obviously promoting your business line, but do you do other things in your community or do you do speaking things? Like what do you do to also build, I guess, the women in the community?
Okay. Well, there's this place called Agape, and it's called Agape means unconditional love. So what they do is that we have women. It's like they have like 20 rooms, and then they have like a couple of, two girls here. We give them everything that they need, and they're helping them out with their situations, like trying to run away from a gang member or they're pregnant from a gang member. Anything that has to do with that specific stuff. So we're helping them not only mentoring them, helping them out to be able to get back to each other. But we go once a month, which obviously with the pandemic we can't do. But as soon as this is over, we're gonna be able to get back. And I love to do this for them. I get hairdressers, makeup artists,
Love
all
it.
that stuff, and I go over there and I'll be able to like do their hair and makeup and nails and pedicure, make them feel wonderful, make them feel great. And on top of that, they don't need anybody, that they
Right.
will be able to get there. So I will help them if it will be like, to do a resume or anything like that. They have all the coaches as well. And then we just get together and when
I
they're
love that.
ready, when they're ready to get out there, they get out there and they start living their life, live life to the
Right.
fullest. Right? It's
So what do
crazy.
you feel like if for women that are out there listening that have been victims of any form of violence,
Yes.
what would you say to those women about overcoming? What do you think is a good place for them to start? Because I think often when you're stuck in that world and you're having it happen to you, you kind of don't know where to start, how to get away because it's so it becomes so much a part of your normal. Some
Of
people think
course.
it's just, it's part of their everyday. But how would you tell a woman you can get out of this, or anybody, not just women,
Yeah.
but you can get out of this? What's a great place to start?
Well, a great place to start for myself, I forgave that
Mm,
particular gang member. I forgave him. And I think that, you know, I just, I think that that's the first thing you should do. And then after that, you shouldn't try not to get into depression. Like you go read a book, motivational book that helped me a lot
okay.
every day. Motivational book. You just go out there and just walk. I walk every morning at 8:30 and just walk, smell, hear the birds just for an hour, 45 minutes. Even if you don't want to 30 minutes, it's fine, but every day that could start off your day
Mm,
right. And so basically, yeah, work out just to have your mind occupied with different things, but positive things.
Right.
That's not necessarily to get into drugs or anything like that because you want to numb yourself. You want to just forget about life. That's not. You
And
gotta
that's a
live
good
your
point.
life.
Yes, yes,
You gotta
yes.
live your life. There's beautiful things out there, beautiful places. It's amazing. Like, don't lose yourself. Try to go on vacations if you can. Just work hard for
So
you
it's
and
like
your
finding the
family.
focus, right?
Yes.
What you focus on grows, and I know that's kind
It
of a cliche
makes you
saying,
help
but it
you
does.
grow.
Even if you don't know where to start necessarily, you
Start
can
with the
start with
small
yourself.
stuff.
Yeah, the small
Yes.
things.
And I think that will help you create and your mindset just change. Remember, your mind is very powerful.
Right.
So you have to try to control it. If not, it will control you. So if you could read motivational, you could go out there, you could talk with friends, if you'll be able to just have conversations,
Hmm.
says hi, anything will help, but makes you grow inside. And that will help you get into a better place.
And do you feel like for you, um, are there times for you where you're still impacted by what happened to you? Do you ever feel like you get setbacks emotionally from that? And how does like
Well,
you being focused on, because you're putting your energy into your beauty line,
yes,
but that's also a very therapeutic way for you
it
to
is
overcome.
a
So
hundred
what
percent.
do you feel like you get setbacks sometimes or fears that kick back in? And
Yes.
how do you deal with that?
Well, yes, once in a while you do get like this little anxiety because it triggers. It's
Right.
sometimes something so small could trigger. And that's why I say, even a woman that has a scar that reminds her of that,
Right.
that is a trigger. So, it does to that, like it does has happened to me before. You get into a panic attack after, it just keeps going. But like I said, you just put meditation music. You just try to like breathe in and be like, you know,
I love the positive
exhale
attitude. I love the,
fear and inhale peace and just, you just, that's something that I will do that helps me out.
okay.
So maybe it will help someone else out, but to be able to just concentrate and just try to not get into that because panic attack is serious,
Oh,
girl.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a real thing, especially when you have trauma.
Yeah.
People have PTSD from different types of
From
trauma in
trauma,
their life.
exactly.
And I think it's hard for some people. They're like, and this is why I'm saying it because it is mindset. And I know for a lot of people, it's easier said than done. But like you're saying, it's just sometimes the littlest things. It's like, I don't know where to start, but let me just start with this small little thing. Like you said, whether it's prayer or meditation, or
Yes.
let me get up and let me take that walk. Instead of getting up and
Just being in a
pondering.
dark place.
Yeah.
Some people in
Move your body.
depressions, they don't want to see light. And it's incredible. Just open everything. Just open the doors, window, everything that you can. Just breathing in and just don't get into that,
Get stuck there.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's very sad, but we're here to help and it makes us feel great.
So what's next for Maria Beauty? What's on the next
Oh God.
checkoff list for you?
Well, I've been thinking to create a body splash.
Okay.
Yes. I was also thinking of doing for men because a lot of men been asking me like, what about hand lotion for men, when we go out of town or things like that. So I'm looking into that as well. And I just wanted to reach a certain point to be able to create another one because I want people to know, not me. I want them to understand what the product is, so that's why now I could start to do something else and
Hmm.
continue my journey with Maria Beauty line.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. So, okay. So if people want to get your product, they want
Yes.
to purchase your product, where can they go to find your product?
Well, they could go to www.mariamariabeauty.com. They could just check on the how many bottles do they want, and then right there and then I will send it to them. I actually have an assistant that been with me, loyal for the past 5 years,
Which is great to
which
have.
is amazing.
Yeah.
And she's done everything, and she's just sends out everywhere. I've been getting from South Carolina, Jersey, it's
You need
just
to go like on
all
a tour.
over.
Just
Yeah,
You
I'm
know?
expanding
Yeah,
now.
I think that's
So,
awesome.
and then hopefully I expand. I did right now an international. So like for Cuba and, Jamaica. I
Yeah,
know you're from
hey.
Jamaica. Yeah, so a couple of places already, that it's great. So that place would actually send it out to those.
I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
And whenever you push your product, do you always advertise the backstory behind it? Do they know?
Not really.
Okay.
When I go into the place, I talk to them. I'm like, I have to present myself. Like, hi,
Right.
I'm Maria, the owner and founder Maria, because they'll think that I'm the salesperson and they really will
You're
close
like,
the
no, it's
door.
me. Yeah.
It's me. But you know what? Little by little, they've been giving me that respect. Like, oh, okay, wow, now I'm interested. You came to my shop.
Right.
You came to my place. So I would just tell them, I'm just starting this small business, and I just wanted to see if you wanted to be part of my journey. And I originally developed this product for for accident and burn victims. So I want to see if you would like my products in your product, and that's it.
So
And then they just feel very comfortable. I don't necessarily have to tell them, my situation or why. If they do ask, I just tell them that, the reason is when
right, because it's a powerful story.
yeah.
It's very like, wow.
But
It's like next level. It's not,
yeah.
like I said, it's not just a product. It's a product with a purpose.
Yeah.
And so,
But believe it or not, this is the first time I really talk about it, and I thank you
really,
for it.
well, I
Yes,
appreciate you being on it because I know it's a very sensitive subject. I think you're incredibly brave
thank
um,
you.
to even overcome, but yet put your heart and soul into a product that could remind you, but in a way it makes you, like you said, the triumph.
Yeah.
And I love your thing. It's triumph over adversity, health and wellness, and living life to the fullest. Do you feel like you're
Yes,
living your life to
I
the
am
fullest?
living life. Why? Because I don't want that to make me stop. Like, I don't want it to make me stop being who I am. I want
Hmm.
to continue. I don't want it to like make me feel some type of way like I am this victim. No, like I'm better than that.
Right.
We are better than that, and we're gonna continue being these wonderful, smart.
Triumphant.
Yes, just keep
Yes. I love
going.
it. I got to come to Miami and visit you, and I need to order your
Yes.
product
Oh, thank
because
you
I would
so
love to
much.
try it out. I heard
I
it's amazing, amazing,
I will
amazing.
give
I
you
mean, look at
one.
you. You look amazing. So,
Uh,
you know,
this
um,
Vegas is like nice. My skin looks great.
yeah. See, now I feel the opposite when I go to back east, when I go to like Miami because it's more moisture.
Yes,
Here,
it's
I
like
feel so dried
so
out.
dry.
There, I'm like, oh,
Well, I'm a
moisture,
little
moisture.
oily, so it's like over here. I'm like, wow, my face is great here. But
That's
yes, you
funny.
could use my product anywhere in your body. You
Okay.
don't necessarily just have to do it in your hands. But yes, you could put it even in your face. It's FDA approved. So because it's going on people's body, it has to be through them, and they're very, very strict. So I was really happy that I actually created this product
I'm so
and it's
excited for
out
you.
there. Yeah.
So thank you so much. I really
Thank
appreciate
you.
you coming on the show. I know you were visiting Vegas and you took the time out to be here.
Yes.
I love that you're
Thank you for
empowering women with your
having
story.
me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. And you can come back anytime.
Thank
And next time we'll
you.
have to bring your product so we could like actually
Yes, I
show it.
wanted
And
to show it. I'm like,
yeah,
oh my God, I came here for vacation. And for you to contact me and
no,
just, we did this so fast. I was like, oh my God, this is awesome.
yeah, but it's worth it. I think, like I said, I think you're very brave. I admire your journey, truly. I think it's something to be inspired, and many women, including myself, it's very inspirational. It gives me that little bit of for myself to say, Lorraine,
Yes,
keep
do
going.
it. Keep going.
You're and not only that, but to be able to contribute, and you're giving for some people, you're hydrating their skin. For some people, just knowing the backstory of that is like, even without even using the product, they could have it just to know this is a woman who's on a journey and she has purpose behind this product. So
Oh,
so thank you so
you
much.
so much.
Yes. So again, if you want to check out Maria's lotion, her beauty line, it is www.mariamariabeauty.com. You can also find her on Instagram at Maria Beauty. Just check it out. Order the product. And again, some of the proceeds go back to
portion of the proceeds go, to gang-related violence as
to
well.
gang-related violence. So you're contributing in many ways just by buying the product.
Exactly.
So thank you, Maria. It's been a
Thank
pleasure.
you.
And until next time, please, until next time, I'll see you on the Mindsetters. Okay. And until next time, we'll see you again at the Mindsetters. Ciao. What do you think? Were you okay?